Okay, so this will be a brief, brief relative to the first one, a brief postscript to the first video. I need to clarify that I no longer see how the concept of emanationism in Platonism and Neoplatonism resolves the duality that is being imposed here between the transcendent realm of ideas and the shadow realm that are the copies of the ideas. This shadow world that we're in. Emanationism fails to link the two. Because the only way, and I think emanation is a very helpful concept, but only if we're dealing with a stacked, these stacked planes of existence that are all nevertheless eternally caused. So, in my view and in my understanding, there are planes of existence, there are worlds below ours and above ours. And in that sense, I'm more than happy to entertain emanationism. But that only works because all of those planes of existence emanate one from the other, the lower ones emanating from the higher ones. But that doesn't work with the highest one if we are conceiving of the highest one as being uncaused and eternal, as opposed to something that is manifested as eternally caused. If we're seeing the ideal realm, which is my understanding, that's what Platonism teaches, and Hermeticism teaches, that the ideal realm is uncaused and eternal and uncaused, then positing emanationism doesn't actually fill the gap between the non-contingent and the contingent. So it actually has the same problem that I critiqued long ago about the doctrine of the incarnation in Christianity. Positing an incarnation as that which bridges the gap between the eternal and non-contingent world in God's mind and the contingent temporal world down here, does not explain it doesn't it can't fill that gap because it's an infinite gap. They're categorically different. The temporal and the eternal are so eternally and categorically and infinitely different that you don't metaphysically solve that dilemma by coming up with a third thing that is supposed to be some kind of filler between the two. There's got to be a completely different metaphysic that we mine from to get an explanation for how the one and the many can coexist. All right, so that's all I have for that.